Friend for Life Cancer Support Network is important both for people who are diagnosed with cancer who are in need of emotional support, but it's also important for the volunteers who are survivors of cancer who provide the support because it empowers them.
We also have other people contacting us looking for financial assistance, finding a wig, all kinds of other resources in addition to finding that support. I think Friend for Life is important because a cancer diagnosis can be so traumatic and it affects not just the person diagnosed, but also their family, their friends, everybody that's around them. So we are there to connect them with somebody who's been through that particular experience, whether it's another survivor or another caregiver, just to help them through the emotional experience of all of it. We would like to thank everybody that makes Friend for Life possible. That includes all of our cancer survivor and caregiver volunteers, our board, our donors, our sponsors. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you.
Friend for Life Cancer Support Network is important both for people who are diagnosed with cancer who are in need of emotional support, but it's also important for the volunteers who are survivors of cancer who provide the support because it empowers them.
We also have other people contacting us looking for financial assistance, finding a wig, all kinds of other resources in addition to finding that support. I think Friend for Life is important because a cancer diagnosis can be so traumatic and it affects not just the person diagnosed, but also their family, their friends, everybody that's around them. So we are there to connect them with somebody who's been through that particular experience, whether it's another survivor or another caregiver, just to help them through the emotional experience of all of it. We would like to thank everybody that makes Friend for Life possible. That includes all of our cancer survivor and caregiver volunteers, our board, our donors, our sponsors. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. We're going to be live in just a few minutes, so hopefully you've got your drinks and you've got your seats and you're ready to go.
Friend for Life Cancer Support Network is important both for people who are diagnosed with cancer who are in need of emotional support, but it's also important for the volunteers who are survivors of cancer who provide this support because it empowers them.
We also have other people contacting us looking for financial assistance, finding a wig, all kinds of other resources in addition to finding that support. I think Friend for Life is important because a cancer diagnosis can be so traumatic, and it affects not just the person diagnosed, but also their family, their friends, everybody that's around them. So we are there to connect them with somebody who's been through that particular experience, whether it's another survivor or another caregiver, just to help them through the emotional experience of all of it. We would like to thank everybody that makes Friend for Life possible. That includes all of our cancer survivor and caregiver volunteers, our board, our donors, our sponsors. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you.
As more folks are joining. All right, we're going to wait about 2 more minutes and we're going to get started as we've got more folks joining. By the way, send them the link, have them join, friends and family, the more the merrier. So go ahead and do that. A couple more minutes, we're going to get going. Thanks.
For the volunteers who are survivors of cancer who provide the support because it empowers them.
We also have other people contacting us looking for financial assistance, finding a wig, all kinds of other resources in addition to finding that support. I think Friend for Life is important because a cancer diagnosis can be so traumatic, and it affects not just the person diagnosed, but also their family, their friends, everybody that's around them. So we are there to connect them with somebody who's been through that particular experience, whether it's another survivor or another caregiver, just to help them through the emotional experience of all of it. We would like to thank everybody that makes Friend for Life possible. That includes all of our cancer survivor and caregiver volunteers, our board, our donors, our sponsors. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you.
Friend for Life Cancer Support Network is important both for people who are diagnosed with cancer who are in need of emotional support, but it's also important for the volunteers who are survivors of cancer who provide the support because it empowers them.
We also have other people contacting us looking for financial assistance, finding a wig, all kinds of other resources in addition to finding that support. I think Friend for Life is important because a cancer diagnosis can be so traumatic, and it affects not just the person diagnosed, but also their family, their friends, everybody that's around them.
Good evening. I've been told we have 1 minute and we're going to be live. That's right, live. So we're going to make all kinds of fun mistakes in 1 minute.
Experience all of it. We would like to thank everybody that makes Friend for Life possible. That includes all of our cancer survivor and caregiver volunteers, our board, our donors, our sponsors. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for Eating with Friends. Judy, weren't
Bart.
we just here a few months ago?
It sure seems like it. Yeah.
It was at least a few months ago.
Yeah. Maybe like a year and a week
A year and a week
Yeah.
to the day.
to the day.
Wow. How did we end that evening that time? Do you remember?
I think it was with a laugh.
With a laugh? Let's see.
Oh, now you've made me cry.
Because I'm all weepy now.
Aw, get that recorded.
Tell me when to go. Start over.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Quarantining with. No, you haven't started.
5,
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Quarantining with Friends 2020. Thanks, too valued and great too much. Sorry, stop.
I liked it.
Stop.
Evening is to celebrate our and one of our board members recently shared in what actually we started. Good evening. I can't talk.
Hey, what? You knocked it over.
Oh, but we have a glare. Winston, get out. Winston, get out.
Judy.
Bart? Ben, Bart, who are you?
One of those people. So you had a bit of a tough time, it looked like.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah?
yeah.
Do you think you'll do that live tonight?
Most likely, yeah.
All right, that'll make it fun for all of us. So we're going to introduce ourselves now. For those at home that don't know who we are, my name is Bart Bashan. I am one of the 4 hosts, 5 hosts, 6 hosts. There's a lot of hosts tonight. I've been the host for many, many years, past board president here at Friend for Life. And I'm going to pass over the next introduction to the lady on the right of me, left of you. I don't know. Go ahead.
I'm Judy Casey Hewlett, and I'm honored to be the Executive Director of Friend for Life Cancer Support Network. And I will introduce you to our board chair, Jason Howard.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I've had the distinct privilege for the past 3 years of being the director, helping our director, but being the board president for Friend for Life. So again, welcome. Pass it off to Ben Ruley.
Jason, thank you. Good evening, everybody. I'm Ben Ruley, board member at Friend for Life. What a great pleasure to be here. For whatever reason, Bart keeps dragging me back into some stuff here. I think it was Don G 1 year. So I'm going to help a little bit out with the facilitation of some fundraising and friend raising. So Bart, back to you and go over some of the house rules tonight.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Ben. Also in the house rules, before I start with them, I'd like to introduce over to my right, your left. You're going to see some things pop up on the screen. This starts us into the house rules. As those things pop up, there are baskets that you might need to bid on. It also tells you how to get to BidPal. Those are some very helpful links that he's going to be sending out. And also behind him, if you notice, were actually some really nice baskets. I'm not convinced that the BidPal gives the justice of how amazing these baskets are. So when we go back to the baskets, the other thing to consider is we're looking at a 7:45 end time for our baskets. That's a 7:45 end time. And then let's see, the travel items will end at
10 p.m.
10 o'clock. So travel ends at 10. If you're bidding on any of the travel packages, those go until 10. The rest of our silent auction items in at 7:45. That's really the main thing. The other piece that I'm going to kind of go over with you just real quickly is to say, hey, get out your phones, right? Get those out if you would. Real easy to go on, and I'm going to kind of hit on some of these menus. You've already done the home, you've done the welcome. I just shared all the news about the welcome with you. The featured items are good. Browse items, you can look through those. The thing that I like to look at is my activity. It says your activity. So I'll click on that your activity. And when you click on that, you'll actually see what you've bid on, what you may have been outbid on. There's a few folks that I'm going to wait. I'm going to get those back from you. I'm just letting you know. So that's the plan. Just use your phone along the way. Have some fun if you would. And here's the real goals for tonight. Oh, thank you very much. We do have a thermometer that we want to show you real quick. And you can see right there, we're already up to $1,000. Our goal tonight in cash is $15,000. Ben and Jason are going to give us some more information on that as we get going, but we're at 1,000 already. Thank you all so very much. Goals. The goals for tonight. Do you remember what we talked about our goals were?
I do remember some of them.
Okay, let's say some of them.
Going to make you laugh.
Going to make you laugh.
Maybe cry a little bit.
Maybe cry. Yes.
Teach you more about Friend for Life Cancer Support Network.
Yes.
And raise some money.
Oh my gosh, you got all of the
Yeah.
goals. Look, and I have to read them, and I wrote the goals after we talked about them so I could look at them. So that was awesome.
Mine like a steel
Oh my
trap,
goodness, you've gotten better with age, Judy. That's amazing.
like a fine wine.
Like a fine wine. Awesome. So let's see. The next piece that we're going to talk about is we're going to show some videos from folks along the way, right? We're going to see
some great ones.
board members, some peer navigators, different people that support Friend for Life.
Right.
So we want to check out the first one. All right,
Let's do that.
let's do that.
Good evening and welcome again from another board member to our 2021 Friend for Life virtual benefit. I have to say, I hope it's our last virtual benefit, that we'll be back live in person in 2022 and for many years to follow. But my name's Tom Jecker. I'm here on behalf of the Jecker family, remembering our dad, Big Al, who was a 20+ year volunteer for Friend for Life. He started on the second year Friend for Life was started, and donated his time answering phones to be a part, because he knew how important it was in his battle to overcome and beat cancer many, many years ago. He has a lot of friends that are still involved in Friend for Life today, and we just want to thank you for being a part of it. On a lighter note, please spend money like you're the federal government tonight, because we can use the dollars tonight to be put to good use ahead. Thank you again. Have a great night. Bye.
Good evening.
My name is Laura Mitchell, and I'm one of your Friend for Life Cancer Support Network board members. I've spent my entire nursing career in close proximity to the Friend for Life office. Of course, Friend for Life has grown from a one-woman operation with Joan Steiner in a small office with a telephone to an organization serving cancer survivors and families nationwide. When I think of Friend for Life, I would describe Friend for Life and what it means to me as outreach, communication, information, compassion, and making those caring connections. Thanks to Judy and Lori Beth and all of our extremely talented volunteers for continuing our mission to make sure that our patients and families don't have to face cancer alone.
I always enjoy hearing from our board members and different folks.
the best.
I really appreciate Tom and Laura taking time out of their day to go ahead and do that for us. What we're going to do now is we're going to try to take some polls throughout the evening, just a couple of them. This first one we're going to do, it's going to pop on the screen. When it pops on the screen, all you have to do is go up to your screen, maybe it's already in your hand, and pick the option that best applies here. I believe this poll has to do with the distance that you might be from the Friend for Life offices. And I think that should be up on your screen now. And so once that's up there, just kind of look, it'll either say 5 miles, 10 to 99, 100 and 1,000 and over 1,000 miles. So we're going to see the results for this a little bit later. So we've got that rolling right now.
And we might want to say where the Friend for Life office is.
Oh, in Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky, and St. Matthews.
And St. Matthews. But we just boiled it down really. So if you don't know where that is, Google that before you answer the poll. No, you really don't have to do that. So yes, in Louisville, Kentucky. Whereabouts are you located from that? We're going to come back to those results a little bit later in our show. And I think at this point, what are we going to do? We're going to let the other folks talk?
I think we should.
All right.
Give them a chance.
I think that's good. Off to you guys.
Thanks, Bart. Thanks, Judy. Ben, how many corporate sponsors do we have this year?
Well, by looking at the board here, because Bart gave me a great cheat sheet, I think there's about 8.
There's about 8. So we want to take a minute and thank each and every single one of our corporate sponsors. So starting off, folks, let's once again thank Norton Cancer Institute as our outstanding visionary sponsor. A generous and faithful supporter, Norton Cancer Institute provides board representation and patient referrals in addition to their incredible financial support. Thank you, Norton Cancer Institute.
Thank you, Norton.
Just when you think they put together the best ever event, RFX Technologies has gone over the top this year with new technology and a dedicated team of production magicians. We just added that to the script.
There we go. I'd call them wizards.
Wizards. In addition, RFX maintains our beautiful website, and their staff has provided technological expertise over the years. Special thanks to Bart Bouchon, Adam Wilson, and James Bouchon. Thanks, guys. Baptist Health Louisville has not only supported Friend for Life since our early years, but also continues to provide beautiful office space within their Cancer Resource Center. The entire Baptist Health system now offers their patients referrals and loved ones to Friend for Life for matched peer support. We are grateful for their increased support this year to the confidant level. Thank you, Baptist Health Louisville. Tri-Arrows Aluminum has become a faithful and generous supporter, also donating auction items and providing matching funds for their employee gifts. We are so grateful for their increased support at the confidant level this year and for sharing the amazing Ben Rutley with us. Thank you, Tri-Arrows Aluminum. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance returns as a sponsor this year, for which we're so grateful. We're presenting them with an award. We're especially grateful for sharing Kristen Mellinger with us as a peer navigator and board member. Thank you, Kentucky Farm Bureau. UK Healthcare Marquis Cancer Center has also returned as a sponsor and increased their support to the supporter level this year. UK Marquis Cancer Center also frequently refers their patients and caregivers to Friend for Life. Thank you, UK. We welcome Passport Health Plan by Molina Healthcare this year as a new sponsor at the supporter level. Thank you, Passport Health Plan. Tonight, we want to highlight Cornerstone Legacies Foundation. Michael Erskine, AKA Captain Unflappable, is the executive director of Cornerstone Legacies Foundation. Michael continues to provide invaluable wisdom and a guidance for fundraising and is willing to do legitimately whatever it takes to pull off a successful event. Special thanks to Michael for spearheading the Watch Party Basket option this year. Please support our sponsors because without them, this event would not be possible. And now we're actually going to hear from Cornerstone Legacies Foundation in a brief video.
Hi, I'm Michael Erskine, the Executive Director of Cornerstone Legacies Foundation. Cornerstone is proud to be a sponsor again this year of the Friend for Life Evening with Friends event. We have helped numerous organizations, including Friend for Life, raise in excess of $150,000 over the course of the past several months. We are also extremely pleased to have helped support Friend for Life and the team they have there with planning this year's event. It has been a lot of fun, as it is every year, and we hope that you, along with Cornerstone, will help support Friend for Life through this event and others so that they can continue their very valuable work in the course of the next coming years. I hope you all have a great evening this evening.
So, hey, that was really great. Just an extra shout out to Michael. I didn't even know what the guy did the other day. I'm eating a sandwich over here prepping, and he goes into a long, great story about all the work that that they do to really help support a lot of nonprofits here in town. So I can't say thank you enough to what they do. So thank you, Michael. You're the man.
And if you're wondering why we keep pointing over this direction, Michael is running the show with the rest of the crew here. So Michael, you're the man. Thank you so much. Thank you. So folks, we heard from our 8 sponsors. We heard about the incredible support they've been giving. In addition to our sponsors, we've got a plethora of partners that we have that help support Friend for Life throughout the year. Ben, I mean, look at the slide. That list continues to grow.
It's really unbelievable.
Pop quiz. How many partners are on there? Do you know?
You know, I'm not Rain Man, but maybe 48. There's quite a bit.
Well,
but
actually, there's 48.
There is 48. Okay, fantastic. But you know, I think the thing that's really humbling is, you know, big names up here too. You know, and they're all important. But MD Anderson Cancer Center, right? The web there is really across the country, and really we're going to talk more global tonight too about how far the reach is with Friend for Life. So all of these partners are significantly important to the mission, and we really couldn't do it without each and every one of these partners everywhere.
Well said. Well said. All right, folks, just a quick housekeeping reminder. Don't forget that the BidPal auction ends at 7:45. So we've got, oh gosh, about 25 minutes or so. So don't forget to put those auction items bids in. The trips go till 10 p.m. Again, BidPal till 7:45.
Yep.
The trip auction items till 10 p.m.
So you know, Bart's over there hawking quickly. I can tell he's working his basket. So yeah, again, you know, we're going to talk a lot more about this, but these things really are going to go at 7:45. So if you've got your eye set on a particular item that looks really good to you, make sure you make a move on it rather quickly. So with that, I think Bart might have some poll results. Is it time for some poll results, Mr. Bart?
Yes, let's go for some of those poll results to see what that distance was that you all were at. So we had several folks chime in on that, and we had about what do you think? What is that, Judy?
Close to half.
Close to
between
half
10
or
and 99
10 to
miles.
99 miles of the people viewing today. We do have a handful of folks that are over 100 miles and a few that are also over 1,000 miles. So that's what we have out there today. So a good number of folks tuning in from far away, assuming they know where the office is located. Yeah, that's right. Thanks for sending that over to the poll results, Ben, because I had no idea where I was on the script, so that's awesome. But the good news is we also came back to Judy because I thought she was up next. So Judy, you get to say some things about the board.
About the board.
So
I cannot,
you knew that, though.
I remembered, yes. I cannot say enough good things about this board. One of the things I think about, and I talk about this board frequently.
Love you, Judy.
Love you back. because I belong to a couple of Facebook groups that are for executive directors or just generally nonprofits. And one of the most frequent comments or complaints is having difficulties with their board members. They're too controlling, they have hidden agendas, they're not supportive. And I am so honored and thrilled that we have the board that we do. I mean, there are 3 board members here tonight. These same board members were here Wednesday night for a run through. We're honored to have the daughter of one of our founders, Phil Bramblett's daughter, Tara Na, has joined the board. We have volunteers, peer navigators who are on our board. We have, as you saw, Tom Jecker, his dad, Al Jecker, was a longtime board member and volunteer, had his son Steve serve, and then now Tom. And just all of our board members are fantastic and generous in all the ways. And we even have former board members who are still involved with the organization, notably Barb Lechner, who is like the basket queen, who has created so many of our baskets that we have on the auction. So kudos to our amazing board.
Awesome. And I think we're going to hear from one of our board members here in just a moment, another one. But I think the board is what it is because you are what you are as an executive director.
Well, it's all mutual.
So
It's all,
thank you very much,
all
Judy.
family.
And let's hear from Tara.
All
Shall
right,
we?
sounds great.
Good evening. I'm Tara Na, a board member for Friend for Life Cancer Support Network. We were asked the question, what does Friend for Life mean to you? To me, it means connection. It's a connection to my father, who was one of the founders of Friend for Life. It's also a broader connection between people. Friend for Life pairs support seekers, volunteers, caregivers, the board members, and donors with the community. I feel honored to be part of that community.
I remember Tara's first board meeting and she just jumped right in and started saying all kinds of stuff, which really annoyed most of us. No, I'm just joking. It really didn't. That was exciting when people come in and join and do things. I think from here, you were going to talk about some of the staff and maybe we'll hear from them because you don't do this alone.
Absolutely not.
All right.
So so as Laura Mitchell mentioned, we did start with 1 part-time director, and we now have 3 staff members. In addition to myself, we have our brand new assistant director, Lori Beth Miller, who also goes by LB, and she has started as a volunteer, but I'll let her tell more about herself.
Hi, I'm Lori Beth Miller, and I'm the Assistant Director for Friend for Life. I began volunteering with this exceptional organization in the spring of 2018 as a peer navigator, and I was delighted when I was asked to serve as the Assistant Director beginning this past June. So what does Friend for Life mean for me? It means a multitude of things, whether it's the opportunity to speak with a support seeker, as the world has just been turned upside down by the big word of cancer, or whether it's the occasion to match one of our phenomenal volunteers so that they too can share a bit of hope to someone who has gone down the path they have witnessed. It's the opportunity to work with a very broad network of exceptional partnering organizations across our country to help make the most perfect match. It's the occasion to learn more about research and possibilities in a bigger picture of hope. It's the fun opportunities to interact with our outstanding board members, and of course, Ms. Judy. But for me, Friend for Life, it's really a mindset. Just a mindset to make a difference, to offer that glimmer of hope and to give them the belief that we will be there for them, that we will be their friend for life, that we will go step by step, treatment by treatment along the path with them. It's the opportunity to just simply make a difference for individuals when their world is crumbling and they don't know what the next step can be and who they can rely on and reach out to help make their day just a wee bit brighter and to give them just that outlining chance, that little glimmer of hope, and of course, to embrace them in love.
was really nice. I think it's good because these folks are helping others understand a little bit about what Friend for Life is. So
Absolutely.
if they know someone that's dealing with cancer that's recently diagnosed, hopefully they'll know that there's someone that they can call that's a phone call away.
Absolutely.
And make that match. And we'll talk about that a little bit more as we get going. I think you were going to talk about someone else who helps out quite
Some
a
guy
bit.
named Landon, yes.
All right.
So yes, Landon Foster first came to Friend for Life as a graduate, or as a student at U of L. And it was part of an internship that he was doing. And then we were able to hire him. And then when we had a great need last year with the beginning of the pandemic and all, he came back realizing that we needed some assistance with marketing. He is now our marketing director, in addition to all the other things that he does. So I'll let him introduce himself now.
Sounds great.
Good evening, everyone. Landon Foster here. I'm the marketing director for Friend for Life. A little bit about me. I started at Friend for Life back in the fall of 2016 as a marketing intern. I attended the University of Louisville for my undergrad studies. Started out, doing a little bit of working with the social media for the organization, a lot of data entry, working with volunteers. I stayed on until 2018 when I finished my degree and took on a role at Lux Row Distillers as an ambassador. Since then, I've continued at the distillery almost 4 years now. I'm now the visitor center manager. So if you're into bourbon, come check us out. But I also got involved again with Friend for Life last summer during the middle of the pandemic, recognizing a need to get the word out there about the wonderful work the organization does. So now I'm the marketing director for the organization, like I said. So I manage all of our social media accounts, in charge of a lot of the digital assets, definitely promoting all of our fundraising events. Of course, this one's a big one. So I really appreciate you all tuning in. Hope you're having a great evening. Bid on all those auction items. We've got some fantastic items from my distillery, other distilleries, a lot of great local businesses, and some fantastic trips here at home in America and globally as well. So check out all those auction items, pull out those pocketbooks, and enjoy the rest of your evening, you guys. Thank you all so much for your support.
So Ben, we've talked about the incredible board we have. We've talked about Bart and Judy and Michael and the staff, LB and Landon. But there's some unsung heroes out there that we haven't talked about. And who do you think those could be?
Jason, at the end of the day, those unsung heroes really are the volunteers. Friend for Life, 33 years now, going strong. So Tara, to your father and the founding of this incredible mission, it's really about just people out of the generosity of their own spirit, just trying to help others. And for 33 years, this is a Louisville original. I mean, way back to 1988. So Jason, to answer your question, it's all about the volunteers. It is all about the volunteers.
How many, what's the latest tally of volunteers?
So we've got great question. We've got over 420 volunteers. 395 are the peer navigators. And the navigators are the ones that really live up to this mission of fighting cancer, facing cancer, of someone who's been there. And these peer navigators have been there. And, the marvels that Judy and now LB do on the phone, really trying to work with that network to match people to those navigators. So, when we look at what happened this last year, just some quick stats. Over 1,500 inbound calls from people needing help, needing support. And thanks to Friend for Life, we took all of those calls and we made a significant amount of matches, more than 600 in this past year in the face of the pandemic.
Judy, how many calls did you take of those?
She did a few.
She did 5. Okay. All right.
I think the other thing that's fascinating too, that we've talked about before, but just to share with a lot of new folks that may be out there listening in tonight, people are calling from all 50 states, those support seekers, all 50 states across the union, plus it's international. Jason, we're worldwide.
Absolutely.
Worldwide. Colombia, India, Japan, Malaysia, Pakistan, the UK, South Africa. I could go on and on a little bit. This isn't the Olympics. I mean, this is really international calls coming in through that net showed up before. And those phone calls, those web queries come right in, emails, and Judy and the team are handling that and going through the database of peer navigators. It's really special what they do. So we've bragged enough. We can't do it justice, Jason, just sitting here talking about it. Why don't we hear from their own words? So for news straight from our peer navigators themselves.
My name is Angelo Vaccaro. I've been involved with Friend for Life for about 2.5 years, and I'm a peer navigator. I was diagnosed in 2016 with bladder and the pathology, also with prostate cancer. Tremendous anxiety, tremendous fear. I didn't know about Friend for Life. So for 6 months, I was trying to figure out what this really meant and how it was going to affect my family and me. I found out about Friends for Life. And through peer mediation or peer tutoring, I found out I could offer somebody some assistance who's just starting the journey.
Hi, my name is Akia Ware, and I have been a volunteer for the Friend for Life Network for about 1.5 years. I'm a cancer survivor myself. I wanted to make sure that I can give back to the cancer patient community. So I felt like Friend for Life would be something important for me to do because I can help patients get out of that dark space that they are in when they're going through treatment and dealing with the diagnosis themselves, and then also remind them of the joy that they will feel once they were able to get cancer free.
All right, I think we have a little bit to talk about, some thermometer and fundraising stuff. I'm going to throw this back to Ben and Jason.
All right. Look at this. We're at $3,000, $3,050. I don't even feel like we've really tried yet. Have we, Jason?
Not really.
Okay. Well, you're pretty good at doing nothing. But look at what you did here. You just got $3,050 for showing up. You're moving the needle. You're moving the needle. Way to go.
Let's go. We got a long way to go, though.
All right. Well, just, hey, some quick hits here to keep everyone motivated. I just got word from RFX Technologies and Cornerstone Legacy Foundation that when we hit $4,000, they're going to pop an extra 1,000. And as we go through the night, there may be other bonus matches going on, but the generosity here from RFX Technologies is quite significant. So we really need to, we really need to make a move on this thermometer. So it's pretty simple. If you haven't gone out there, take a look. BidPal is there. The link, quite easy to do.
Let's go. Yeah, and we're going to go up to 15,000 for that cap, but we could exceed that. We'll see how the night goes. But like Ben said, for every $4,000, $1,000 match. Thank you so much to RFX Technologies. Thank you all. And Cornerstone.
All right, so we're standing now because every once in a while we have to stand up. We've been sitting. We're trying to enjoy ourselves as well. I think most of y'all at home are sitting. You think they're sitting?
Probably.
Probably. So here's the fun thing. I get to introduce someone I've introduced for many years now. She's kind of a local treasure. For those of you who don't know her, her name is Dawn G. And what's exciting is so often Dawn helps us out in any way that she can. Sometimes, as you all know, this is fair time. So she's sometimes rushing over from the fair just to be able to be here and share with us. And in this case, she's got some awards to pass out. These awards are very meaningful to us. They're for organizations and individuals that make a big difference in the life of Friend for Life. So Dawn, could you go ahead and pass some of those out for me?
We begin with the 2021 Bramblett Award for Outstanding Support of Friend for Life Cancer Support Network by a business or organization. We honor Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance for sponsoring our annual event for 2 years in a row and donating fantastic items for the auction. Kristen Mellinger, Director of Underwriting Services for KFB, has been an active Friend for Life peer navigator since 2018 and joined the board of directors in May 2020. Please join me in honoring Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance for their support of Friend for Life.
On behalf of Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, I am honored to accept the Bramblett Award for outstanding support of the Friend for Life Cancer Support Network. At Kentucky Farm Bureau, we like to say we're big on commitment. As an insurance company, we're devoted to expecting the unexpected and taking care of our members during times of hardship. But our commitment goes far beyond that. We are honored to come alongside Friend for Life to support you as you support others in their moments of greatest need. Thank you for today's recognition, but thank you most of all for what you do each day and for allowing Kentucky Farm Bureau to be a part of your great mission.
The 2021 Sandman Award for Outstanding Support by an Individual honors Dr. David Collins, professor of accounting at Bellarmine University. David Collins joined the Friend for Life Board of Directors in 2019 and just jumped in with both feet, reviewing the organization's financial status, assisting with completion of financial forms, and working with other board members to develop options for use of a bequest. David has also brought in 6 outstanding Bellarmine students over this time period for class projects that have benefited Friend for Life in a variety of ways, from developing corporate partnerships to a study of existing cancer support services in Eastern Kentucky. Please join me in congratulating Dr. David Collins.
I am both honored and humbled for receiving the Sandman Award from Friends for Life. I have greatly enjoyed my time on the board and am pleased that I've been able to support the organization as much as I have. I look forward to doing so for the future and to keep the organization vibrant and exciting for all of its members and everyone else involved. Thank you.
The 2021 Bobby Mars Daniels Award for an Outstanding Volunteer honors Nicole Guffey Wiseman. Though this award typically honors a volunteer, Nicole has given so much to the organization in ways that went beyond her role as intern, then employee. Nicole joined our organization as a graduate intern in 2008 and was hired as assistant director the following year. She took on everything we threw at her with determination and good humor. From using Twitter to making public presentations, Nicole went above and beyond in guiding our peer navigators and was a gift to the organization, our board, and staff. In early 2021, Nicole left and took on a new exciting opportunity. It was a transition that left the FFL staff and board feeling a mixture of despair and pride, despair at losing her, but pride in all she had accomplished in her years with the organization. We remain eternally grateful. Please join me in thanking and congratulating Nicole Guffey Wiseman.
Thank you so much for making me the recipient of this year's Bobby Mars Daniels Award for volunteers. When Judy reached out to me, I was completely shocked and surprised and very honored. Though I still think y'all could have come up with somebody better than me. I know that past recipients of Bobby Mars Daniel Award are pretty amazing folks, so I feel very honored to be in their company. And though I did not actually know Bobby, I know several of her family members and feel like her legacy lives on through them. When I left the organization as staff earlier this year, it was probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. But I am delighted to still be involved with Friend for Life and definitely will continue to be as long as possible, and help in any way that I can. The work that you all do is amazing, and it really makes a difference in the lives of folks facing cancer, and helps it make it a little less isolating and just a little bit less scary. So I'm very honored to be honored with the Bobby Morris Daniels Award this year at an evening with friends. You all keep up the great work, and I thank you so much. Have a great night.
Now we go back to my friend, Bart Bouchon, who will lead us in the next part of tonight's program.
Dawn, thank you so much once again for helping us out with our event. What a treasure you are to us and to our community. Thank you very much. Time is flying right now, folks, so it's a little tricky. We're already at 7:43. Our silent auction items are going to end in 2 minutes. So right now, the most important thing you can do is you're listening to me, pick up that phone, start doing that bidding, do those things. Let's go with that. I'm going to do a poll question here in a little bit, but let's hold on the poll question for just a little bit longer while you all are getting those bids in, right? We just got like a minute left. While that's happening, you all are bidding. Let me go ahead and acknowledge our movers and shakers. This event could not happen without a team of people. The folks that are in this room, but the folks that prepared hours and hours and months of just all kinds of stuff to get us here. Now, 1 minute left. Don't let me distract you. Please make sure those bids are coming in. Anything that's there on those baskets. Otherwise, all their work was for naught. And we don't want to do that. They've put a lot of effort. Let me list their names real quick, tell you a little bit about them. Barb Lechner. She's been doing the baskets, all kinds of stuff around our event for many, many years. A former board member. She's just amazing.
Good job, Barb.
All right. Tara, another person, jumped right in, both feet, a board member, getting baskets, right now she has a watch party going on. There's at least one other person in the house with her, I'm sure. But we need to acknowledge her. Thank you, Tara. Kristen, who we've already mentioned, you got to hear from her earlier in the night. Another person, another mover and shaker, done a great job. Jason Howard, who you've already met, our board president, fearless leader. And whenever he's involved, everything slows to a halt. So great job, Jason. Also, we have Ben Ruley. He's getting an honorable mention today. Usually he does auctions, but here's the thing. Without Ben, there is no Ben and Jason show, and it's just Jason talking himself. That's kind of awkward, I know, based on our meetings, but seriously, Ben's done a great job in all kinds of ways for us. Landon, you heard from him already, so you know what he's into for us. Thank you, Landon. Behind the scenes, we have Adam Wilson. When we're in person, he does audio, visual, all kinds of stuff. When we're live, like this, he does all kinds of other crazy stuff. James, another person. Without him, we couldn't do this. Awesome job running the cameras, the cutovers, the graphics. Between the two of them, we couldn't do it without them. Michael Erskine, you already heard from him. Awesome job. Thank you, Michael, very much. And I'm doing just an honorable shout out to Ruby Gordon, has been such a big part of this event over the years. She couldn't participate the way that we would have liked her to this year, but awesome job, Ruby. All right, hey, listen, it's closed. The silent auction items have closed at this point. So now we have, do we want to do a quick poll or do we want to go right to the thermometer? We want to start talking about the thermometer.
I think we should talk about the thermometer. The thermometer part was moved.
That's awesome. Well, before we go to the thermometer, I think what we're going to do, so we talked about our history. Ben talked about our 33-year history as an organization. This event started many years ago as an event called Remembering Molly. And it was, well, we're going to hear a little bit about Molly in a moment from her granddaughter that actually spoke back in 2013. And
Becky Ruby Swansbury.
Yes.
Swansburg, excuse me.
Thank you. And so Judy reached out to her this week, and Becky couldn't have been more thrilled that we were going to share her letter, which was really the beginning of this event 15 years ago, by the way. We're in our 15th year. 15 years ago, because of Remembering Molly. And if you would take that away from me there, Jason.
You bet. And when Bart asked me to read this, I didn't feel very worthy of reading this, but we'll give it a shot here. So again, this is from the granddaughter of the original namesake of this event, Remembering Molly, now known as Evening with Friends. I spent a good deal of time this summer at various splash parks around town. If you haven't been, you should check one out. exceptional facilities with water slides, water cannons, and water fountains. But for all their fanfare, they couldn't beat out my favorite place to play in the water, my grandparents' backyard. My grandma Molly would drape the garden hose over a tree branch, and water would cascade down into a cheap plastic pool she got at Kmart. Heaven for a 5-year-old. My grandma Molly was like that, thrifty and fun, always making her home a place where the family couldn't wait to gather. She had an open arm, an open heart, and an open home. Holiday dinners often included people my grandparents had met who didn't have anywhere else to celebrate. When you told her about your ballet recital, it was as if nothing in the world was more important to her at that moment. My grandma Molly got lung cancer when she was 60 years old, a cancer that ultimately deprived her of many years of ballet recitals and holiday dinners. But this isn't a story about her death. This is a story about her life and the way Friend for Life helped enrich it. Unlike many people in this room, my grandma Molly didn't find Friend for Life when she was diagnosed with cancer. She navigated those early days alone with the support of my grandpa and her kids. It wasn't until several rounds of chemotherapy left her balding that her dear friend, Joan Steiner, connected her with the organization. Friend for Life helped her locate a wig, and from there, it became an important source of support as her life marched towards its final days. I don't have to tell you all what a great organization Friend for Life is, but I'll tell you this. In just a few months of helping my grandmother, Friend for Life made a lasting impression on me and my family. And that's why several years ago, my comedian uncle, Mark Klein, began hosting a comedy show to raise funds for Friend for Life. It was called Remembering Molly. The show let friends and supporters give back to an organization that had given so much to them. Over the years, Remembering Molly morphed into an event remembering so many important people to us that are in this room and gathering here tonight. And while we still remember Molly, the name has changed to Evening with Friends, the reason we're all here tonight. I know my grandma would be so grateful this event brings friends and family together for laughter and memories. 3 years ago, my husband and I learned I was pregnant with twins, a little boy and a little girl. We debated on what to name our son. Should he be named after my husband or given another family name? But from the moment the ultrasound technician announced, "It's a girl," I would consider only one name for our daughter. No discussion, we named her Molly. I hope my Molly grows up to touch the lives of as many people as my grandma Molly did. And I'm glad to know whenever cancer touches us, our friends and our loved ones, Friend for Life is here to support us through it. That's what it's about right here. And, we've had some laughs tonight, but when it comes down to it, this is why we play the game. This is why Judy does what she does. This is why Bart does what he does. This is why Ben and the board do what they do, and why our incredible volunteers do what they do. And now we're asking for you to help out in that. Everybody that we have in this virtual event tonight has a grandma Molly. And if you don't, at some point in your life, you're going to. So I want you to just think about maybe who that person is in your life that's been touched by cancer, and think about what that means to you. And the dollars that you donate this evening go to folks just like this. So now's the time to really kind of think about what Friend for Life means for you, and what it's meant for you in the past. And it's certainly special to us. We hope it's special to you all.
Yeah, this is it. That's a powerful letter, and really just amazing story of what one person can do to move the needle. So as we talk about the needle right now, thank you, RFX and Cornerstone Legacy Foundation. It looks like another match came through. We're at, Jason, can you believe this? We're over at $10,225. This is the final push, ladies and gentlemen. So, a lot of good, heartfelt, really to the core of the mission. I have to say this, this nonprofit 501c3 right here, I can assure you, we seek to raise about 40 to 50% of our operating funds tonight. We really need you right now to make a final push. If you've given once already, I'm gonna challenge you to think about hitting that bid pal button again right now. We need to push to 14,000. If we hit 14,000, I'm looking here at Bart. He's going to be our final 1,000. So we are in the final stretch. So Jason, I think it's go time. And
I think so.
You ready to go for it?
Yeah.
All right, hold on
Sure.
here we go. So we're gonna bring it home. We're gonna drive this cattle into the pen. My man Bart Bashong has been giving me a hard time for a long time. I am not an auctioneer. I just happen to facilitate auctioneering. And ever since Don G pulled me out of a crowd, pretty random, I just keep showing up to help raising funds and help raising friends.
I'm your sidekick. Yeah, let's go.
So let's go. We're at 10,275 right now. I need everyone to go bid pal up. It's not that hard. Here we go. You just hit menu. You just hit make a donation. And here we go. We're now at 10,425. Pick a dollar amount. The more zeros, the better. And just go with what you're comfortable with here. And let's just keep moving the needle, guys. So, hey, Jason.
Lauren Russell Bashong, thank you for your donation.
There we go.
Thank you, Lauren.
Perfect.
What else do we have here coming through? We've got more coming through here.
We are at 10,425. Yeah, Lauren Russell Bashong. Again, thank you for your donation. Thank you, Jeff. We've got Jeff Seidenfaden, I believe. Thank you, Jeff.
Laura Mitchell, thank you for your donation.
Way to go, Laura.
Thank you, Laura. Stepping up big time. Thank you.
Look, don't make me break out this auctioneering voice. I practiced in the shower. It was bad. Kids didn't know what was happening. So it was.
Biz Breland, thank you so much for your donation that just came through. Thank you, Biz.
There you go. Biz, thank you. All right, now we're at 10,875. We are moving the needle.
We just got another anonymous donation. Thank you for that. That pushed us almost to 11,000. Folks, we're right there.
All right, so Jason, we're juggling.
We can do whatever we need to right now. We just crested 11,000, 11,400. Thank you to Daniel Fisher. Thank you, Daniel, for your donation. That's huge. Thank you.
Way to go, Daniel. Thank you, brother.
We've got some more coming in here.
Guys, this is it. This is about, if you're thinking about doing it, we've got about 5 minutes here, 5 minutes to close. Judy, I'd like to learn from you a TikTok dance. If you do a TikTok dance, Judy, I'll do a TikTok dance.
What a TikTok dance
It's a TikTok challenge. I like
You
it.
are on air, so if you want to, Judy, that's up to you.
All right, Judy, I'll go first. Here's my TikTok dance for you, but Judy, I expect one in return. Are you ready? Here we go.
Oh, wow. Amazing. This is amazing.
All right, Judy, you're up.
All right. Oh, my goodness. All right.
Dance challenge. All right. I like it.
Oh, there it goes. There it is.
I like it.
We have broken down, ladies and gentlemen, dancing for dollars here at 11.55. Daniel Fisher is still our last thank you. We'd like to get a few more in. We are oh so close to that goal.
Just a couple minutes left, folks. Please, let's push hard.
There we go. Thank you, John. Jan, excuse me, Jan Eastburn. Thank you,
Jan. 11,600. Thank you so much for that donation.
All right, guys, I know you're out there right now, and I know you're thinking about, if you even want to text Judy, text Bart, send something in through the chat, however you have to do it. BidPal's the preferred platform, but if you have to send a smoke signal, SOS,
Website, we take donations on the website as well.
Website as well. So,
Judy, what's the best place on the website to go to? friendforlife.org.
friend4life.org.
Got it. Got it.
all right, we're at 11.7. We're still making a move on it here.
Mary Annette.
Thank you, Mary Annette.
Thank you, Marionette, for that donation. We are close to 12,000, folks.
I feel like we should have like
We're
one of
getting
those
there.
fish tanks and like a bag of money or something to dump out.
Right.
Does anyone have one of those?
A fish tank with a bag of money?
Something, I mean, something to make this fun. Maybe, do you all have any instruments? Can you play? Wait, I understand that you know a song or two, Jason. Do you want to sing to us?
No.
Oh, wow.
Do I not? No, I can't sing. I think we'll see that thermometer go down, Bart.
Hey, you know what? I just reached into my back pocket. I forgot about this. This is a kind donation here from Graf Family Dentistry. Thank you. Look, you know, he didn't know how to use BidPal, but I guess he went old school and wrote a check. So that works too. I don't know if you can plug that into the thermometer, but yeah, a nice little donation here from Graff Family Dentistry. Thank you, Trey. Thank you, Lee. Kudos to Graff Family Dentistry.
Paul Resch, thank you
Paul.
for your donation.
Paul Resch, Mr. Mayor himself. Way to go, Paul. Thank you, Paul.
Ben, you know Paul.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a great guy.
We haven't seen Bart's TikTok dance. I don't know if we're going to get one out of him, but if he would ever like to do a TikTok dance or some kind of move, here
So
it is.
I need at least, it has to go to 12,000 if I'm going to dance. Right now, it's only 11,800. Oh, 11,900.
Doug
Doug,
DeGaris.
thank you.
Oh,
You got us
Doug,
closer.
for your
You got us
donation. Thank
closer.
you so much,
All
Doug.
right.
There's a lag. I'm sure we're going to get to 12 here. And this money right here, I'm gonna run this over to Michael.
Perfect, perfect. Michael, there you go. Put that in the vault for us. Jeff, you are funny, Jeff. Thank you. All right, let's do this one, right? We all know
We
this
are at
one.
12,000.
All right.
Absolutely.
This one I learned from Jason, by the way.
Yeah, we can do that. You got to give a little
We
head.
do that little,
Yeah, a little head.
I'm
twist to it, too.
moonwalking. You can't tell, but I am, because you can't see my feet, but it's a moonwalking right there.
I like
That's
it.
pretty good.
I like it.
All right.
There we go.
Oh, wait, we can do the little kind of
So folks, we
thing
have
like that.
$2,000 more before we get that bump from RFX.
Thank you, Landon.
That's it.
Landon,
Thank
thank
you for
you.
your donation. Thank you, Landon, for your donation. Getting us
So-
over the $12,000 mark there.
Here's what I say we do, gentlemen, if this is good with you all, right, is we go ahead and we jump over, we got a video. This is about a 6-minute video. That's how we were gonna wrap up the evening. And that video shows some of the pictures and people and some smiling faces that have been part of this event for the first 10 years of this particular event. If you see your face on it, you have to give another $50 at least. If you don't see your face, that's okay too. But let's see how that runs, and then we'll come back to the thermometer. We're real close to 8, which is about when we end, but does that sound good?
Perfect, man.
We'll cut to that fun little
Sounds
video
great.
and come back and see where we are.
Perfect.
All right, let's go for that.
Hi, my name is Greg Burgett. I'm a peer navigator. Been involved with Friend for Life for about 2 years, I would think. I was introduced to the program after my wife went through cancer. People around you are probably the biggest contributor to helping you survive, not only from the cancer, but just the impact it has on your life. Being involved with this program allowed me an opportunity to provide some support to people that might not have the community that I was so fortunate to have.
Hi, my name is Sherry Robinson. I am a member, peer navigator, as well as a support seeker for Friend for Life Cancer Support Network for the last 6.5 years. I think one of the best things about Friend for Life Cancer Support Network is the fact that you can speak to somebody that has been in your shoes. So when you're feeling all of the emotions, when you're not sure what's going to happen, you're afraid to talk to your family because you don't know how they're going to take the news. You can speak to somebody that's actually been in the same shoes you've been in before and can give you some hope and direction, and helps your journey together.
All right, very thankful to our production crew that actually keep me honest here. We wanted to show some of our other peer navigators. As Ben mentioned, it's our volunteers that really make this organization to be able to make those matches happen, to be able to walk with somebody who's recently diagnosed. And we also do stuff for caregivers as well.
Yes, we do.
So those that are needing to match with somebody who's caring for somebody, and that's a very challenging time. So it's good to be able to talk to other caregivers as another part of what we do. So we're up to that 12,250. We're going to go ahead and show that last video that we have for this evening to kind of show some fun and some of the things that have come from the past. And then we'll come back to the thermometer and wrap up our night. So we're going a little bit longer than 8. but you can go to the bathroom during the 6-minute video and you'll still get to see how it ends.
And
Okay.
thank you, Travis Triplett, for your donation.
Thank you,
Yes,
Travis.
Thank you, Travis. Way to go, brother. let's go.
I know.
All right, we're live. We're back. Hey, that was a great video. Great history. I saw a lot of familiar faces there. Bart, you look pretty young and spry in some of those.
It was the great beard and the bald head.
There you
That
go.
always makes me look young.
There you go. Saw a lot of good friends from over the years. What a great, rich history we've got. But yeah, I think obviously the baskets are long gone. In case you haven't noticed, the trips remain open till 10.
And we've got one trip in particular, Ben. Tell us a little bit about the Hawaii trip.
It's a week on Kauai.
Okay.
You know, Bart's the resident expert on this one, but it's no airfare, but the lodging's included. This is a great one. It's number 103 out there, a week on Kauai. I think it's a deal right now. You can get it for 4,000. Pretty majestic place there if you get to Kauai. So,
yeah.
And then I might
say, Judy,
it is, you can also trade that in for up to 2 weeks at another location.
you can trade that in for up to 2
Across-
weeks at another location
Across the globe.
across the globe. That's a great one, guys. That one's going to close at 10. Right now, it can be yours for just a mere 4,000. But that is a great one. The next bid at 4,000 on the Kauai trip. The trips, guys, they all close at 10 p.m. So, you know, we're in our final push right now. Trips are open. We're still going to be doing the cash raise. We are oh so close to hitting the 14,000.
We're less than $900 away.
The
everybody.
beads of sweat on Bart Bouchong's forehead, getting his
They're
checkbook
rolling
out.
down.
We are way close. So someone named Anonymous, thank you, whoever you are. But we're making a final push here, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a great night. Been surrounded by great friends. And again, this is all about helping support our volunteers. What a great evening. Judy, Bart, Michael, couldn't do this with a better group of people.
Yep.
And Jason, our board chair, dude, I don't know how you wrote me into this, but I'm going to keep coming back as long as you need me to do this.
You're roped in for life, man.
All right.
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all.
Thanks, everybody. We appreciate your time. We know there could be a lot of places you could be on a Saturday night, and we love having you spend that time with us tonight. Thanks for everything you do for Friend for Life. Over to Bart and Judy. Take it away.
I cannot thank everyone in this room and all of you out there enough for participating in this event. Once again, this virtual event. I will also add that if you are bidding on the AmFund trips, yes, that ends at 10. Please do not pay for those through One Cause. You will be contacted by an AmFund representative and you can they will handle everything. So again, thank you everyone, and Art, it's yours.
So another evening with friends comes to a close. This was an evening with a few friends. I can't tell you how grateful I am that we were able to get together and we could do this a little bit more in person than what we were able to last year. Hopefully next year, if we do a hybrid, we might. So some of those that were over 1,000 miles away can still join in and participate. We are going to keep the thermometer going. If we hit that 14 mark before the end of the night, we're at 14. So it looks like we're gonna go ahead and add to that. Let's go ahead and make that official then. And
Way to go, Bart.
so
Drum roll,
it
please.
says it doesn't like something I did. Oh, come on. Yes.
Bart knows technology. Here he goes, ladies and gentlemen.
You're gonna have to believe that it's gonna be there. Look, Judy. Oh, you know what? Maybe we'll just start all over. Oh, now it wants a card again.
Oh, man.
Bart is a man of his word, ladies. and
You'll have to believe it's gonna hit
Trust
that
you.
for sure. As we're wrapping up, that's right. As we're wrapping up, I want to go ahead and I'm going to walk and do some weird stuff. We're going to cut to cam 3. We're going to keep my mic on for a minute. I'm going to come back here before I say goodbye. But let me do this. What we're going to do, if we can, cam 3, if you would. This is Michael Erskine. As you know, he's been behind the scene tweeting to you all or doing whatever he does behind the scenes and lower and blah, blah, blah. And he's looking at the screen. There you go, Michael. Thank you. Awesome baskets. Thank you all again for all your work here. The only way this happens is we got the studio behind us. There's James. There's Adam. We've got all kinds of stuff. As you can see, we've got the board up going there. We're keeping an eye on that as we go. We've got more stuff over here. This is amazing. Look, this is fun for me because this is our production set. this is over here, set number 2, right there, set number 2. That's the works that made it. We had lights to make Ben look pretty. All right, we're gonna swing back around over here and put this back down. I'm not supposed to play with the equipment, they've told me. All right, back to Michael, back to me. Over to 1. Judy, you should have been
Welcome
hitting
back.
my phone button.
I
and
was
gotten it
going to,
fit.
but I don't have your credit card number.
Why does it want it again? I've already given it like a bunch of money. All right, so everyone, thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone that helped put this together, everyone live from home. At the end of the day, many of you know the Bobby Mars Daniels Award was something that was kind of special that we were able to give in honor of my mom. And I just want to thank you all very much. And here we got these folks. All right,
Look at this.
you all have a good one.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Have a great night.
It showed up. We're good. Thank you all.